Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be a disappointing product video. I will be sharing with you some products that just did not work for me. I regret buying them, or I just don't think they're worth the money. Little disclaimer, obviously nobody buys a product hoping they're going to hate it, so I'm not just bashing brands because all these brands I actually love them. It's just that a few products from the range, it just did not work for me. I will obviously explain why it did not work for me, so maybe it will work for you. Obviously, if some of these products are your holy grail product, don't take it personally. It just didn't work for me. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section if one of these products did not work for you too, or if it worked for you and why and how. I think it's also very useful to share unfavorite products because I'm always mentioning products that I love, and sometimes some of them you will not see again and you're like, did it work? Did it not work? We will see today. Let's start with foundation. The first product is the Garnier BB Cream. I did have the anti-aging one just because it was the only one that didn't contain anything I wasn't allergic to. So I tried it, did not like it. It's actually colored light medium, but it's pretty dark. Like if you have really fair skin, you will not be able to find a shade in that range. I will try to swatch it for you. So as you can see, it is on the pinky tone, which worked for me. Probably won't work for most people, but this is what it looks like. The color is not bad for me right now. The thing is, once you blend it out, it blends to nothing. Like you're not wearing anything on your face. It smells actually really good, like fruits. It smelled really nice, but it's just blending to nothingness. And what's the point of applying any foundation or BB cream if it's not going to give you any coverage or any benefit? It didn't moisturize my skin, but it also didn't dry it out, so that wasn't bad, but honestly, it just felt like I was applying nothing to my face. I would never repurchase this product. It's pretty much full. I think I'm going to let my sister try it because she doesn't like a lot of coverage, so maybe she would like this. We shall see, but honestly, I would apply it just for the scent, which kind of pointless. Second foundation that did not work for me is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I do like the color because it is C1, which is alabaster, and it is a very, very fair skin foundation, which is very hard to find, especially at the drugstore. I feel like they always end up being not enough cool tone or too yellow or just straight up orange in my skin tone. We're like middle of winter, obviously, because right now this is way too light for me, but I like the color, didn't like the formula. It didn't look horrendous on my skin. It didn't make it more dry or anything, but it just sat on it. Like it wouldn't blend perfectly. You could just see I was wearing something and just, yeah, that was very weird for me. Some people told me in the comment section that this was actually like hit and miss depending on the color, which maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why some people love it and some people don't. Great color selection, but the formula didn't work for me. I wish they had the color C1 for the Lumi one, which I much prefer, but they don't in Canada, so I don't know why, but I might keep it just whenever I want to do a fair skin video. Let me know actually if you have any very, very fair skin color foundation that you love. I need one. So I'm going to keep it until I can find something that works for me. Next one is going to be a controversial one. Don't hate me. I did a first impression on it and I really did try to like it. Actually, at first I really loved it. The way it looked on my lashes, amazing. And I'm talking about the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Fortunately, it did not work for me. It gave a really full looking lashes look at first. I will include a picture, but by the end of the day, it was all over my face, all little fallouts, which no mascara, especially a $30 one, should do that. They should never be any fallouts, but especially for that price. Personally, I actually didn't even pay for it. It was a gift, so I obviously wanted to love it, but it just didn't work for me. So personally, I would go with the Benefit Roller Lash over this one. I know a lot of people love it, but I know I'm not the only one that had the issue. Next product, I love certain colors, hate some other ones. They are only available in Canada in store. I know in the US there's some stores, but especially online you can find them. And I'm talking about the Annabelle lip products. This is the Lipsies, which are the best lip balm, tinted lip balm I've ever tried. Like, you know, even the Maybelline ones, the baby lips, you apply them, and once they're not on your lips anymore, they do feel dry once again, and you have to reapply, reapply, reapply. Not with these. I love them so much because of that. I recommend the color Raspberries that I love. But I decided to pick up a new color because I loved it so much, and I got the color at Cotton Candy, which who doesn't want to have lips that taste like cotton candy? But it is very, very frosty and just cakey looking on your lips. So if you are interested in these, if you haven't tried them, really recommend them. I think they are under $5. Very nice, but go with the darker colors so they won't look on your lips. On my hunt for the perfect liquid eyeliner from drugstore, I decided to try this one. This is the Wet n Wild H2O proof liquid eyeliner. When I hauled this, a lot of people told me I got the wrong one. I should have went with the non-waterproof one, and I agree. I haven't tried the other one, but I know why you told me not to use this one. It works fine when you apply it. I'm not crazy about the one. It's a little bit, it looks like it's gonna be a brush, but it's actually very hard. But it works, you can make it work. But I only applied this 2 or 3 times because once it's time to remove this, good luck. Like, there is no way to remove this. I had to scrub my eyes, and I tried, like, I usually use cleansing balms, did not even work. I used straight up oil, I used baby wipes, I used everything I owned, and I still ended up having to just scrub my eyes. So don't recommend this. If your eyeliner never stays on your eyes, you should try this, although you might have issues to remove it. I feel like my eyes were so sore afterwards. I think I'm gonna try the other one, but the waterproof one, I don't recommend it. It was very, very harsh. The next product I actually threw away the bottle, but there's still some in this container. And I'm talking about the NYX Dewy Mist. That did not work for me whatsoever. I know some people might like it, but to me, it only smells like alcohol. Like, it smells like straight up alcohol that you're putting on your face. Didn't give me a dewy finish, didn't work any better than water would. Actually, water would probably work better just because it doesn't have that scent and it wouldn't dry out your skin. Didn't feel like it was drying out my skin, but I mean, it smelled like alcohol, and alcohol is not necessarily the best for your skin, so I would completely skip that. If you were interested in it, I would go and spend the money for something else. For example, the Body Shop Vitamin E Mist, I rave about it all the time. It works great. I have like 2 new bottles right here. This one, I'm just gonna empty it because I can't deal with the scent. It's no secret that I swatch a lot of lip products, so I need a good lip balm. And a lot of people were recommending me other ones because I do love the First Aid Beauty one a lot. Like, holy grail, I have 3 tubes. Unless you're new to my channel, you know that this is just my baby. But I decided to try something new because everybody was telling me you need to try it. And it is the by Beauty. This is the Agave lip mask that a lot of people seem to love. And it's $30 Canadian, which very expensive. Like, it's twice the amount of the First Aid Beauty one. But I decided if everyone says it's good, I'm gonna try it and I will let them know what I think of it. And no, I don't think it's worth $30. It didn't work for me. I know a lot of people love it, but it feels straight up like honey when you apply it. It's super, super sticky and it tastes very sugary, which I'm not gonna lie, did enjoy that one, but it's very sticky. If you wear it during the day, your hair is gonna get stuck into it. And I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel good applying something very sugary before going to bed just because am I gonna wake up with cavities or something? But I would deal with all of these things if it was moisturizing, but I didn't feel like it was. Like, once it was in my lips, they didn't feel dry, but didn't feel as moisturized with compared to the other ones that I love, like the First Aid Beauty or the NYX Rêve de Miel. Those worked way better in my opinion, and they are half the price. So personally, I might actually look into returning this because I didn't use much of it. But I tried, and you have to press very, very hard to get it out, and yeah. Honestly feels like you're applying honey on your lips. Next product, I'm technically still on the fence with it. I'm not going to return it because I'm going to try to love it. You can see the commitment here. But when you spend the money, you want something to work, and when it seems to work for everybody else, you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you're supposed to be amazing, and I can't seem to find a way to make you amazing. And I'm talking about the overly raved about Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have dry skin, could be my own fault, I'm not gonna lie, but under my eyes it looks extremely cakey. It does emphasize any fine lines that I have, and it just does not look right. I have the color Vanilla, which was a good match. Right now it's probably too light, but when you first apply it, it is very creamy, but would not work under my eyes. I probably will be using it to highlight my face during the winter when I'm a little bit more light. Fair. I do want to do a video comparing it to the Maybelline Fit Me, but just FYI, this is better, way cheaper too. But as I said, I'm going to be trying it more because I do want to love it because, like I said, everybody loves it. But now that I think of it, I'm sure a lot of people that love it probably have more oily skin. If you weren't sure if you wanted to try the Nars one over the Urban Decay, go with Urban Decay. It's much better. It doesn't crease, doesn't emphasize any line, it doesn't look cakey like this one does on me. I know I mentioned a few holy grail products for some people already, but for next ones, the next 2 actually, you better be sitting down because it's gonna be surprising. Are you ready? Yep, MAC lipsticks. Obviously, not all of them. I think we all know by now I'm obsessed with matte lipsticks. Actually, I will be doing a updated version of my lip swatch collection because I have a few more now, but these 2 colors especially, I kind of regret buying them. The first one is a luster finish, which I personally do not enjoy. I feel like they sit on my lips and they don't last whatsoever, like the last 2 or 3 hours max. This is a color that I purchased because I saw it on someone on YouTube. YouTube made me do it. You know how it is. And personally, I have pretty pigmented lips, and on camera sometimes, especially back in the day, you wouldn't necessarily see the formula how it looks on the lips. And when I received it, I was quite disappointed. This is the color Pretty Please. So already I'm not crazy about the formula, but again, look at this color. It looks like frosty white. And it melts very easily. Like, I never brought this outside my house and it's already melting and it's not even warm in here. So the formula of luster finishes, really not my favorite. When you swatch it, it basically looks like a frosty white, a little bit on the pink lilac color. But when you swatch it on your hand, you would never buy this. Once it's on your lips, it's actually not that bad. But I never reach for it just because it looks so bad when you just look at it. The next one, it's not because I never wear it. It's just that I was disappointed with it whenever I purchased it and received it because everybody raved about it. And I'm talking about the color Velvet Teddy, which I know, please don't throw rocks at me. Online, whenever someone wears it, it looks like a beautiful pinky nude color. Darker nude, obviously, but if you have fair skin, if you have cool toned skin especially, this looks like straight up brown on your lips. This thing looks brown on your lips, like straight up brown. I was so disappointed. Right now with a little bit more of a tan, I can probably wear this. I can always obviously mix it up with eyeliner. But from the swatches I saw online, I was so bummed about it when I received it. Like, how can that be brown whenever it looks like beautiful pinky brown on other people? I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this way. I do wear it. I will continue to wear it. I'm not going to trash this, obviously. This one I'm thinking of just back to macking it just because I never reach for it. But this one I will use and I will wear. But most of the time I will have to mix it with something else. So overall, not hating the product, but just very disappointed. I've been watching YouTube for like 5 years. So when you hear me say back in the day, I do mean it. So back in the day, everybody was raving about the Revlon Lip Butters. Like everyone. But I mean everyone. At that time, I didn't have a YouTube, but I was obviously influenced because we all are. And I purchased way too many of those before even trying one, which was such a mistake in that case. Sometimes it's worth it, not for them. I remember everyone was raving about the color. Was it crème brûlée or something? Again, looked straight up brown and cakey on my lips. I don't even know how people made it look so even. On me, it was just like a mess. There was some type of glitter in there. It was just... I finished a few by using them pretty much as lip balm inside my house just because I'm very stubborn and I wanted to use some up. I think I finished like 3 like these. And I still have a couple colors. Most of the darker ones are not as bad, but personally, darker shades, I prefer them matte just because it's less messy. Most of the lighter shade looked cakey on my lips. They just never sit right. I actually like this color, which is the color Cupcake. The color is a beautiful cool tone pink. I'm actually not wearing this, but I could. On top of something, it's not that bad, but I feel like, again, I have to tap off the excess, otherwise it looks cakey, which not my thing. Overall, even though they were moisturizing, they would just end up doing a line and just emphasize any fine line and cracks on my lips and would create more. And most of them actually had shimmers, which I didn't even know. There's like 1 or 2 colors I do like, but most of them, it's very weird to just talk bad about so many products all in one video. It feels good, but at the same time, I feel bad about it. Last products are some NYX products, which, again, don't you love NYX? Yes, I do. I really, really love NYX products, especially lip products. But round lipsticks? No, just no. They have so many great colors, but the formula is like overly creamy, so it ends up being everywhere on your face. Like this color, for example. This is the color Chaos, which is one of the most beautiful red color ever. But this will smear off your face so quickly. You will look like the Joker. I tried using, you know, lip liner and all that, but these just don't do it for me. I only have a couple left. I used to have a couple more, but no, just they don't work for me. Plus, I had to purchase them online, and when they arrived, you're like, oh, I didn't know you were Frost, but yep, you're Frost. And I'm just not about that Frost life. Nope, not for me. So if you like very, very, very creamy lipsticks that will last 15 minutes on your lips, you might want to try out the NYX Round Lipsticks. If you don't, I would recommend any other lipsticks they have. All of the other ones are awesome, just not those ones. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if there's any products out there that did not work for you whatsoever. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one.